Hello fellow booktubers, today I'm going to be doing a review on The Selection by Kiera Cass. I just want to say that when I was done reading this book, I looked at the reviews and I was shocked to see how many bad reviews that this book got. And I usually don't read reviews before I read the book because I don't want to become biased, but I read them after, and so many people were so negative with this book, and I was just shocked. I mean, people were saying it because they were saying that they didn't like it because of the characters' names. And I was like, isn't that essentially saying you don't like the book because you don't like the cover? That's crazy. I mean, the characters' names and the cover and stuff like that, that's not what the book is about. The book is about the story and, how the plot goes. And I was just so shocked when people were like, yeah, the characters' names were awful, and I just didn't like the book. I was like, really? You didn't like the book because you didn't like their names? I was just so shocked, you guys. When I was reading them, I was like, dang, I really liked this book. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to do a short recap before I get into my discussion for the people who have read the book. So this is the non-spoiler part, and this is basically, this book is about a country named Ilia, which has 7 levels. I hope I'm saying that right, Ilia. I don't know. That's what it looks like to me. 7 levels, and the first is the best, 7th is the worst. And basically your family is ranked on how your ancestors helped the government. So the main character's name is America, and she's a rank 5 because that was what her ancestors were. And 5s are entertainers, so musicians, artists, poets, stuff like that. So, and she pretty much likes her level. She likes entertaining. And there's the selection process, which comes around for, I think, girls between 16 and 19. And America doesn't want to sign up, but her family keeps telling her to. But she doesn't want to sign up because she has this boyfriend named Aspen, who she's been seeing for about 2 years. And Aspen is a level 6, so I don't know. It would be kind of hard for them to be together. And Aspen's pretty much telling her, if you don't sign up for this because of me, I'm going to feel so guilty. So she signs up, and she goes, and she gets picked for the selection. Obviously, that's not a spoiler because that's what this book is about. And she's not really sad sack about going. She's like, all right, fine. I signed up. I got picked, which is crazy. So she goes, and she competes for Prince Maxon's heart with 34 other girls. So she goes to this giant palace, and she competes, and she forms a relationship with Prince Maxon. And I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun read. I read almost the entire thing in one day. I liked it. I felt like something was always going on. And yeah, I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, and I think that you guys should all check it out because I thought it was a really good read, and I was shocked at how many people gave it bad reviews. I just can't get over it. I can't stop talking about it. I don't know. But yeah, you guys should really give it a chance, and I hope you like it. Now on for the discussion, for those of you who have read it. Let me scroll down really fast. Okay, the first thing I would have liked to change was the description. I felt like there was no description when it came to the palace. I felt like she was basically just like, yeah, it's a huge palace and the walls are yellow. No, describe it. I need to imagine it in my head. I want to see this elaborate palace, and I just couldn't. I mean, I could picture one because of pictures and things I've seen in movies, but I was just I would have liked to see what the author was actually thinking herself. And also with a description with the characters. I want to know what they look like. I mean, she did a good job talking about Aspen and Maxon, but when it came to the other girls, what do they look like? I don't know. There's 34 of them, and for all I know, they could be identical because she barely talked about what they look like besides Marley and maybe Celeste. So I would have liked to see more description there because it helps put a face to the character for me. As far as Maxon and America go, I really like them. I feel like they fit each other well, and I feel like he's a very understanding person. And when I was reading the reviews, everyone's like, oh, America's really moody. She's just a moody person. And I was like, no, she's not. She freaked out when she first got there because, I probably would have freaked out in a situation too. Cass said that she had never been away from her family for a day. So if you're going to get thrown into a giant palace with 34 other people who frankly want you out of the competition, I'd probably feel a little bit more overwhelmed too. And she did act a little bit overdramatic when she thought that Maxon was going to molest her or whatever in the garden. So that was a little overdramatic, but I wouldn't necessarily label her as a moody person. as far as Aspen goes, I liked him in the first 4 or 5 chapters, but then when he broke up with her because of his pride, that really made me dislike him. I was like, you're supposed to be a hard worker and, you know, described as a just genuine person, and then you're going to dump her because of your pride? No. So I was not too happy when he came back to the palace. I was like, you need to leave because all you're going to do is confuse her. Okay, I did have a feeling that Maxim was going to keep Celeste because I feel like she's the only one that caused any sort of drama in the palace, and I hope to see more drama coming from her in the second book, The Elite, which I have on hold at the library, but there's like 8 other people in front of me, so hope to get that soon because I really want to read it. But yes, I hope to see more of Celeste and her drama ways in the second book. I hope they do like more group dates and she causes like a lot of drama there. There should have been more description on the history. I feel like the little history chat that they had like in the middle of the book should have been moved to the front because it's hard to imagine this dystopian society when you're given little to no information. So I thought that the history part was decent. You know, I get the fact that China was supposed to have taken over America and blah, 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 but that should have been moved to the front, I feel, because it's just like, whoa, where did this society come from? Like, you know, it just would have been easier if it was moved to the front. Something that really annoyed me was the fact that the author was always like, you know, Celeste sucked her teeth. Like, she was, you know, supposed to be saying, like, that she was annoyed. But there's so many different ways that you can say that someone is annoyed besides sucking her teeth. Like, that's just weird. Like, people don't suck their teeth. Like, I don't know where she got that. But she said it, like, 5 times in here. And every time I was like, no, stop it. People don't suck their teeth. That's really weird. So I didn't really like that. But those are just like minimal things. The description's kind of a big thing for me, but it was not enough for me to dislike this book because this book had a lot going on. It had, you know, it takes a lot for me to constantly keep reading a book, and I just read this throughout the whole day. I was like, this is great, you know, it's keeping me entertained. I want to know what happens. But yeah, I really liked it. Leave your comments below if you read it, if we agree or disagree. And yes, I can't wait to read The Elite. It's going to be so great. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.